International Asteroid Day. Read to you by Carol Brigham. Scientists have been studying asteroids for hundreds of years. They believe it is important to identify asteroids in space because they could be dangerous to the Earth. Groups organized events and made plans to create awareness about asteroids around the world. In 2016, the United Nations General Assembly officially declared June 30 as International Asteroid Day. The purpose of the day is to educate people about asteroids. Asteroids can tell us about the beginnings of the Earth and of the solar system. Asteroids could be a future source of minerals. If a large asteroid hits the Earth, it could cause a terrible disaster. Scientists must learn how to prevent that if possible. What are asteroids? Where do asteroids come from? 4.5 billion years ago, the solar system began to form. Gas and dust circled around the young sun. Gravity pulled some objects together. These became the 8 planets. Some objects never became part of a planet. They are the asteroids, the largest of 600 miles in diameter. Others are very, very small. Most of them are in the asteroid belt between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Some asteroids have different orbits. When their orbit brings them near the Earth, gravity pulls them toward the Earth. Every day, about 100 tons of asteroids hit the Earth. Most are no bigger than a grain of sand. Small asteroids burn up from friction as they go through the Earth's atmosphere. On clear nights, we may see these as shooting stars or meteors. Some meteors are larger and don't completely burn up. They land on the Earth. These are called meteorites. An average of 2 asteroids, about the size of cars, enter the Earth's atmosphere each year. But where do they go? The atmosphere burns up a large part of them. The Earth is 70% ocean and has a lot of unpopulated areas such as deserts, mountains, and the North and South Pole areas. Most meteors fall where there are no people. Wind, rain, and erosion have erased them. Asteroids hit the moon the same as they hit the Earth. The moon shows the craters of asteroids that have been hitting it for millions of years. The moon has no atmosphere, so asteroids don't burn up. There is no rain or wind to erase the marks of the collision. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, and the European Space Agency sent a spacecraft to the asteroid Bennu on September 8, 2016. The spacecraft reached Bennu in 2018 and spent 2 years flying near it. In the fall of 2020, it collected almost a pound of rocks and minerals from Bennu's surface. On Monday, May 10, the spacecraft began the 2-year trip back to Earth. NASA hopes to study these rocks when the spacecraft lands back on Earth in 2023. Earth's original rocks have greatly changed in the past 4 billion years. Scientists think that Bennu may be unchanged. They are excited to study a sample from it. The asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. 66 million years ago, a huge asteroid or comet collided with Earth. Dust from the collision rose into the air. It blocked the light of the sun. Plants died, and then 70% of all living things died. NASA says no asteroids as large as that one are a danger to Earth now. The Tunguska asteroid. An asteroid about 120 feet wide collided with Earth in Siberia, Russia, on June 30, 1908. This was the largest asteroid collision in human history. The asteroid landed in Tunguska, far from any cities. It knocked down 80 million trees in an area 800 square miles. This area is 2.5 times the size of New York City, 302 square miles. NASA says that there are about 1 million asteroids that are the size of the Tunguska asteroid. NASA and the European Space Agency hope to protect the Earth from other asteroids like this one. The probability of a large asteroid striking the Earth in a populated area is very small, but an impact on a city would be a terrible disaster. The Chelyabinsk asteroid. People in Chelyabinsk, Russia, were surprised and frightened on February 15, 2013. They saw the trails of a large asteroid as it entered the Earth's atmosphere at 42,000 miles per hour. It exploded about 15 miles above the Earth. The light was 10 times brighter than the sun. It hurt people's eyes. People could see it from 60 miles away. The blast wave damaged 7,200 buildings. It broke windows and injured 1,500 people. No one was killed. NASA tells us that there are about 10 million asteroids that are the size of the Chelyabinsk asteroid, about 50 feet across. Who will watch out for us? The Planetary Defense Coordination Office is part of NASA. It has an important job: detect and track asteroids that could hit Earth. NASA scientists will also plan what to do about the asteroids. They will try to figure out the areas on Earth that might be in danger. They will warn governments and cities in those risk corridors to be ready to evacuate. If there is a long enough warning, 20 years, NASA would send rockets to the asteroid. The rocket would try to push the asteroid to change its orbit. Even a small change would protect the Earth. NASA and the European Space Agency are testing ways to stop asteroids from hitting the Earth. They are planning to practice on the asteroid Didymos when it comes nearer to the Earth. NASA is planning to launch Double Asteroid Redirection Test, DART, sometime between November 2021 and February 2022. It will hit Didymos in fall 2022. NASA will measure what happens with telescopes and other equipment on Earth. Then, the European Space Agency will launch another spacecraft named Hera in 2024. It will measure how much DART changed the asteroid's orbit and the crater it created. The measurements from NASA and the Hera spacecraft will tell them if a spacecraft like DART can stop an asteroid from hitting Earth. NASA is tracking asteroids in space every day. They are also looking for new asteroids that may come near Earth. These tests will help them to be ready if large asteroids come near the Earth in the future. With the world working together, we can learn how to prevent a disaster from an asteroid collision. For more information on Easy English News, visit our website, easyenglishnews.com. Like us on Facebook, Easy English News.